morning, good people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe.
Thank you very much for being here. As you can see, President Masisi and I and the First Lady, Mayor Masisi, have come together with our various ministers from both countries and officials, police officials as well, to the scene of the accidents. President Masisi wanted to come here and I duly accompanied him. This is a very sad moment for all of us, to come to a place where 45 lives were lost, and were lost quite tragically. These were pilgrims going to prayer at the Zion Christian Church, St. Agnes, and their lives were cut short in a very tragic accident. And we are rather pleased that there's a young girl who survived. But to have lost 45 people, souls, is a sad moment for all of us. So as we stand here, we are filled with a deep sense of sadness. And I'm rather glad that President Masisi has come here and I've accompanied him to come and really pay our respects to the people who lost their lives here. And as I've said before, we've paid our condolences. Soon after the accident, I phoned President Masisi to extend South Africa's condolences to the people of Botswana. And earlier we were reflecting on the relationship between the two countries. But no sooner than it occurred, I called President Masisi and informed him that our team, consisting of our provincial officials from government, from the premier down to the low officials, police and immediate responders, were immediately on the scene. And we were able to beam information not only to the world but also to the government of Botswana and to inform them what was happening. That speaks volumes about the relationship between the two countries, which is underpinned by compassion, humanness, cooperation, and transparency. We were able to work with the government of Botswana in its various iterations. And today we've reflected on that and are grateful that we live in a liberated South Africa, as President Masisi was saying, where the good relations become the oil and the grease that enables us to work well without any friction, without any doubt, without any suspicion. So I'm glad that President Masisi and the First Lady are here and have also enabled me to come to the site so that we can see for ourselves how these souls that were going on a pilgrim were lost. So I honor President Masisi, and I've also extended our condolences, as you've heard, to the people of Botswana. So thank you, President Masisi, for being here. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, President Ramaphosa. I've come, as you've said, with a delegation comprising of the First Lady, ministers of government, a minister and head of the ZCCA, St. Agnes in Botswana, the chief, Kari III of Bakwena Molepolole, from where the pilgrimage began. I've come with senior officials, Bishop Police and others are here. Really, not only to come and see and bear witness to the site where our citizens ended on that fateful day. So we can go back and tell Botswana, or we know where their children ended. But mainly to give thanks to the government of South Africa, led by President Cyril Ramaphosa. Absolute thanks. And everybody who works in his government, the local government led by the Premier, the ministers, the MEC, the various diverse responders who demonstrated to the world what true compassion, excellence of service can be. And not only is it out of nostalgia, but when you think back, like President Ramaphosa was saying, to the times when South Africa was under an oppressive, hostile, white minority racist regime, the response that we get this time speaks to the values as encapsulated in the ideals of a free South Africa led by President Ramaphosa. We applaud it. It's filled with every attribute of humanity, every attribute consistent with our values in Botswana. And more than anything else, it's the most profound thanks and expression of gratitude that we saw in the way in which South Africans responded, led by the government, to the support we gave to South Africans during their time of most need, when they were under the knee of the Boer apartheid ruler. So, Dr. Ramaphosa, on behalf of my country and people, we cherish this relationship. We cherish the leadership of the ZCC, who also responded in a like manner, because His Eminence, the leadership of the ZCC, Bishop Lakanyane, sent a very senior leader in the church to represent the church when we had a national memorial in Gaborone, and he spoke most eloquently about what happened. I don't think there could be any who would point out to a difference between ourselves and South Africa when we are facing a situation such as this. So I'd want to share with the people of South Africa, or we in Botswana feel we are part of you, and we've never felt a more part of you than on that fateful day, because you really came out tops. So thank you, Tautona. Thank you, South Africa. Thank you, South Africans, and you in the media. Sometimes some may perceive you as too intrusive, but you know what? You demonstrated to the world, you carried the news to the world to show how brethren African states respond when others are in need. And it was exceptional, second to none. I doubt if many could have lived up to the standard. I really applaud that, Your Excellency. And let's now turn this calamity into a massive opportunity. If we can hold together so tight and well and tessellate in a time of crisis, what else can you imagine we can do in terms of happiness and peace? So Tautun, I want to hold your hand and say thank you publicly, my brother. Thank you. You are a true brother. And let it be so between Botswana and South Africa forever. Thank you very much.